Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time of the day you are watching this broadcast or listening to it. This is Dr. Eric Tangumonkem with IEM Approach, where we inspire, equip, and motivate people to discover God's great potential in them, develop that potential, and deploy it. I want to welcome you on this exciting journey. For the next 52 days, as I promised, we are going to be looking at 52 different strategies that will position you to succeed as an immigrant. You might have moved from one country to the other across international boundaries, or you might have moved within a country. What matters is that you have migrated. If you've migrated, these 52 proven strategies are going to make a lot of difference in your life. They will position you to excel. They will position you to do well. Before we get into our topic of the day, I want to ask that you share this link, you invite other people to join us. I need to hear your feedback. If you are listening through the IEM Approach podcast, please call 214-908-3963. 214-908-3963. If you rather email us, the email is eternalkingdom101@gmail.com. eternalkingdom101@gmail.com. We are going to be talking about a subject that I'm really very passionate about, and that is planning. You need to have a plan. If you already have one as an immigrant, I am happy for you. If you don't have one, we are going to talk about why it is critical for you to have a plan. Remember, it's not enough to show up. If you show up and you don't have a plan, you are going to fail. It's Benjamin Franklin who said, if you don't have a plan, you are planning to fail. If you don't have a plan, you are planning to fail. There is no neutral ground. There is no neutral ground. This is something that I've had to wrap my own mind around. There's no neutral ground. In so much as most of us like to think that we can take a neutral place, it doesn't exist. When it comes to your life, when it's come to being successful, there is no neutral ground. The sooner you can learn and accept this and apply in your life, the better it's going to be for you. There is an exciting book called The Slight Edge. If you can grab that book and read it, in the Olson, it's saying that you are either making progress or you are retreating. You're either growing or you are dying. And when it comes to planning, if you don't have a plan, you have a plan to fail. So, in other words, there's always a plan in place. The question is, who has instituted the plan? Not planning is a plan. You better be intentional. You better be in charge. I'm having this conversation with you today because of a conversation I had with an immigrant a few years ago. I'd just flown into Dallas from Houston, and I got into a taxi, and I decided to engage the taxi driver. And as we discussed, this taxi driver told me, when I came to the United States, I studied in a particular area because I wanted to go back to my country of birth and participate in building up the country. But I finished school, I got married, I settled, and now I'm 64 years old, and I'm still thinking of when I will go back and execute. It then occurred to me that without a well thought out plan that is executed, you may end up in the wrong place. This was a 64-year-old individual who had worked and retired, and he was still dreaming of going back to work in his country of birth. But there was no indication that he was going to go back because he was here, he retired, and now he's driving a taxi. There's no connection between what he was saying and any workable plan on the ground. It's very important to have a plan. Without a plan, you are going to fail. Excuse me. Without a plan, you are going to fail. The first place to start when it comes to planning is for you to answer why. You must know why you left wherever you left and why you moved to where you are right now. What is your why? Have you found your why? What is driving you? When you have a compelling why, you're going to be passionate. You're not going to lack the motivation and the drive to achieve whatever goal you have. It starts with your why. I cannot propose a why to you. It's something that you need to come up with. What is your why? You need to start from there. It's very important for you to have a compelling why. It's going to help you overcome all the obstacles and all the difficulties and challenges you are going to face. No matter where you are going to have difficulties, you're going to have pushback, you're going to have challenges. And one of the things that's going to help you stay on course is for you to start with your why. When you have a compelling why, you have to set up a plan. In this case, your plan is like you are the pilot of a ship or the pilot of a plane. You want to move from point A to point B, and it's left to you to charter the course that you want to take. It doesn't make sense if your destination is in the south, you cannot charter your course to go to the north. You're definitely going to steer the boat or your plane, whatever vehicle you're driving, to that direction. And that is what a plan does for you. You know, King Solomon said something that is very interesting, that go to the ants, you sluggard. They don't have a king over them, but are able to gather in the summertime. No, the ant is one of the smallest animals, or the smallest insect. However, when the summertime, the ants know winter is coming and they do something about it. And that is why, for you to succeed, you must plan. If you don't plan, you're already planning to fail. You must have heard that America is a land of opportunity, or wherever you migrated to, there is a lot of opportunity. But it is not enough. If you want to take advantage of those opportunities, you're going to have to need a plan. If you don't plan, you're not going to succeed. It's just like you've heard there's a gold rush somewhere, and you just get up and show up without thinking thoroughly how you are going to participate in mining the gold. You have to figure out what type of a gold deposit it is. If it's a placer deposit, you approach it differently. And so just showing up is not enough. You will have to plan how to participate in mining that gold. Let me ask you, you packed your bags, you left everything behind, and you moved to the United States or to any other country or to any other location because of one of the three reasons I gave that motivates us to move. Maybe you are fleeing from political persecution, maybe you're fleeing religious persecution, or you are looking for better economic opportunities or educational opportunities. What is your plan? I'm not just asking about what do you think you want to do. Have you written down the plan? Is it written down? Do you have a plan of what you want to do, what you want to achieve? If you don't have a plan, I want to encourage you today to write down a plan. When you have a plan, it's going to help shape the direction that you will go, and it's going to keep out distractions. Your plan is going to serve like some sort of a match through which you will test everything. You will filter information that will come to you. You will filter opportunities that will come to you, and you'll be able to stay on course. Because if you have not thought through the plan that you want to follow, you're going to get distracted and sidetracked. You're going to have a lot of distractions, opportunities to make quick money, opportunities to get involved in shady deals, opportunities to move faster in ways that are not very commendable. If you have a plan, no matter how difficult it's going to get, you will stick to that plan and you'll be able to achieve your goals. I will never forget when I just came to the United States. I met a student at the department. He too was from Cameroon, like me. He was doing his Ph.D. then. And he told me, dude, you are going to face challenges. It's going to be difficult. And people are going to tell you to quit school. They will tell you you can make money faster. But I want to advise you, don't listen to them. Stick it through. Make sure you don't quit school. Never, ever do it. You came here to go to school, make sure you do it. That was the best counsel that I got. Things got really difficult, but I did not quit school. I persevered. And today, I'm 1,000% grateful that I did not quit school. I stayed with the plan to get a Ph.D. here, and it has opened unprecedented doors for me. Many more doors are positioned to open. Another immigrant friend shared with me something that happened to him when he showed up. There was another student, friend of his, that they started a program together. And over the first summer that they were here, this friend went up to New York and to visit some other friends. And there they talked him into start making some money. He started making some fast money. And he called this other friend and told him, man, quit school. Let's make some money now. Fast forward, this guy did not finish school. He thought he was making money. And the other friend who remained in school, he is doing extremely well right now. And the other guy is in a lot of financial trouble. I just mentioned school. I don't know why you moved. It's all known to you. If you don't have a plan, you'll be like a ship that sets sail without knowing where it is going. If you set sail without knowing where you are going, you will not know when you arrive. I mean, you are going nowhere, right? Where are you going? What is your plan? What is it you want to achieve? Don't just tell me, oh, I'm pursuing the American dream. What is the American dream for you? Have you written it down? How are you going to know you've achieved the American dream? Or don't just tell me, I'm here to make as much money as possible. If you really want to make money, you can make money anywhere in the world. There are millionaires all over. You do not really need to come this far to make money. What is your plan? If you've not written down your plan, I challenge you to. It's a difficult exercise, but there are lots of resources out there that will help you to come out with a plan, to think through thoroughly what is it you want to do. If you don't have a plan, you are going to allow the expectations of other people to influence you. You're going to let other people talk you out of who you are and what you want to achieve. It's only when you have a solid, thought out plan that you will withstand all the pressures that are going to come on you. You'll be able to overcome the obstacles that are going to be thrown at you. As I said, the chapter 3 in here is talking about a plan. This mention of resources in there that can help you come up with a plan. But I want you to know that if you don't have a plan, you are already planning to fail. There's no neutral ground. There's no neutral ground. You'll be deceiving yourself to try to operate your life without a plan. I challenge you today to go to work and get a plan in place. If you need help, help is available. Reach out to us. Call that number. Email us and let's have the conversation. The purpose of this is to help you succeed. You've already sacrificed a lot by moving, and I want you to reach your full potential. I want to thank you for watching, and stay tuned for more updates as we keep on looking at these 52 different strategies that will help you to succeed as an immigrant. If you haven't shared and liked my channel, I encourage you to do so. Thank you for watching. You have been listening to Dr. Eric Tangumonkan with IEM Approach, where we inspire, equip, motivate people to discover God's great potential in them, develop that potential, and deploy it. Until next time, God bless you.